Hey guys, welcome to After the Bars. How you guys doing today? Can I get a 5x5 just to make sure everything is okay? Basically what had happened was I had the browser, I had the studio open all night. And somewhere, because there's other things going on with the computer. Thank you so much, Shell Dub. Good morning to you. Thank you so much. There was, you know what I mean? I create the live, I post it, and then I left that browser up all night. And with other things going on, whatever security tests, everything does, it turned off my microphone. It disconnected it from the browser, so it just didn't have access. So I just turned it off and on, and here we go. So I said a lot. Of course I did. But basically, God, I hate doing that. So basically, a lot's gone on in the a lot has been going on in the Karen Read space. I'm in the community, but I'm not in the community. I've done a lot of videos. I have some of my subscribers are from that space, and I'm just a tiny part in a bigger machine. There's the young jerks and the Turtleboy and JFK, which I don't they kind of came in later, but they're a big part of it because they're from there. And then there's Jess Machado, Nurse Kim, and all these other ones. And I apologize if I left you out. But O'Glare, and there's just a lot. It's a big community. And if you're not from there, you're welcome to kind of watch and participate and kind of have a show, a little bit of a show, but you're not really one of them. And I've heard that come directly out of one person's mouth. And so I don't know if they all feel like that, but anyways, I don't take offense to that, not even a little bit. But there's been a lot of drama over the past couple of weeks with with the situation with Turtleboy. Has been accused of recording a phone conversation between him and Karen Read. That the people that put it out, supposedly allegedly Karen Read put it on this guy, this dude Flipperhead, and this other dude Koala. They did it on X, and then it blew up on there. And then JFK did a show. And I know some of you guys don't know who these people are. I'm gonna leave links to a lot of videos. Look, it's all drama. It's entertaining, but it's definitely not. It's not moving the movement closer to getting justice for John O'Keefe. If anything, it's possibly dividing it. And so I would guess that there might be some nefarious actors, bad actors in the background, trying to push this division in this movement further and bigger and stronger. And so it's a lot. It's a lot. I know, Danette, I answered the phone. That's how I knew that my thing was off. I answered the phone and I heard you talking, and then it hung up. But that's how I knew it was going. So anyways, that's what I was talking about while I was muted. And I just kind of want to, for the Karen Read supporters that are here in my community, I just kind of wanted to let everyone know kind of where I landed on. Look, it's all just drama, right? It's not moving the movement forward to getting justice for John. But it's highly entertaining. With Jess Machado and Nurse Kim, I really think they just need to go have a drink and they can figure out their stuff. I really do. Because they're both adorable, and they're both smart, and like both super smart in their own like fields and in their own right. And I think they just need to do that with JFK. He's a hard egg to figure out. I don't know. I guess he's a music producer, rapper, guy, and I guess he does quite well. I don't know. I enjoyed watching his content before all of this drama. I would just watch, and I like the vibe. I like the personalities. There's a James Jackson and Kevy Kev. I like the personalities. I love how all the girls in the chat just love Kevy Kev, and just shoot him like hearts, and like, man, Kevy Kev's the shit. It is, because he just kind of leans back and just and just rides out the music, and it is. It's super entertaining, and I love watching the chat. But since all of this drama, and I was super surprised when JFK came out with the drama, with what like kind of like with the drama part, and got so like divisive with the drama. And I know people, I did it, not only did I work in a super high performing corporate world where you always had to like test the waters and like kind of look over your back. Everyone's backstabbing each other to move up in the corporate. And I'm talking about Microsoft. It was very competitive, it was treacherous. There's always sharks in the water. I know that sounds crazy. And then I went from that to being a drug trafficker, from Mexico to Montana, based out of Los Angeles. And then I went from that to doing 18 years in the feds, being around treacherous people. So I know personalities. I know people. I do shows on it. I'm not as as articulate as like maybe the body language experts, but I know on a street aspect and like in like a common sense corporate aspect of it, I know people. And so like with JFK, I hear his little underhanded comments that maybe just him and his little crew know about. He'll compliment you and be disrespectful at the same time. And it just kind of leaves you feeling a little uneasy. Him and Turtleboy really got into it. It looked like they were getting along on one show, but then the very next show, because of one of Turtleboy's supporters, this dude Glare, who I actually like too, was just shit talking JFK, and JFK kind of put that on Turtleboy, but I don't think JFK really likes Turtleboy anyway, because he thinks that he secretly recorded Karen Read, and now I guess Karen Read is communicating with JFK through James Jackson and Kevy Kev, and they do this. How do you know I'm not talking to Karen Read? And it's all kind of like a weird clout grab. Like people are like clout grabbing using Karen Read's name, and Karen Read is doing a lot in the background. And I don't know if she's in his chat, and it's just weird. And look, Karen Read and Turtleboy have a beef about that recording. It's definitely, but I've already done the show where I think that possibly someone has, and I said this a couple weeks ago, someone has his Apple ID, which doesn't absolve Aiden Turtleboy of making the recording, and or it was recorded while there was a documentary being made, and or it's the Commonwealth investigating Turtleboy, and they're recording him that way, and they put it out because the Commonwealth is going, not going down, but it's a huge, highly corrupt justice system in Massachusetts, and it very well could be the detectives or the agents, whatever, that are investigating all of that to cause havoc in that movement, just to be disruptors. Look, how could you even put it past them with everything that they did to try to pin John O'Keefe's unalivement on Karen Read? There's no way, not in a million years would you ever think that they were above doing something like that. Actually, I'm surprised they haven't done something even more than that, like plant evidence or or whatever they needed to do. But I think that might be what this is. Regardless, it's a lot of drama. I think it's kind of mellowing out. Jess Machado and Nurse Kim. Like I was watching Jess Machado this morning. I was watching her Bunny After Dark. I'm kind of in the middle of it, and she looks very flustered. I'm going to finish that later. But I was going to show all these clips and like, man, look what they're doing over there, for our entertainment. But I decided I just don't want to, because we don't know who's really behind all these Proton emails that are sending all these clips to these creators that are presenting these clips and that are creating this division. So I don't want to be a part of that, but I will leave a list of links of very entertaining videos for you to watch. But I don't want to platform it, if that makes sense. And if that seems hypocritical, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's been nuts. But anyway, so I've been away for a while just because, look, I was taking in too much information. Like with everything with the free Karen Read stuff that's going on, with everything with the Candace Owens and the Charlie Kirk thing, which is very, very dear to my heart, the Charlie Kirk situation. It was emotionally and with all my financial problems that I'm having, trying to retire as a YouTuber, and not knowing exactly what to do. Yes, I know consistency with the morning show. Yes, I know that's good for us right here, but without like super chats, and I'm not asking for super chats, but without like getting consistent like super chats, and the super chats stopped a long time ago, and I was doing shows every single morning. And that's not, again, that's not me saying you guys need to do that. I'm just saying for me to make a living doing this, I have to figure out other ways with the channel. Please do not send a super chat. Because I said that I don't ever want you guys to do that. And please don't ever send a super chat if you're on a fixed income, if you're on Social Security, anything like that. I don't want that money. Your support is being here and helping my mental health and talking with me and showing up every morning and letting me know that I even have an audience here. You know what I mean? I hope all that makes sense. So anyway, I've been super open with like how, okay, I'm gonna do pre-records and those get lots of views, and they do. When I do Karen Read stuff, they get lots of views, and it makes the show money. But I was having so much. I kind of had like this creative block, trying to be creative with this, trying to be creative doing tattoos, doing drawings, drawing portraits if I can. It was just a lot, and I just had to take a break from something. And it was this, and it wasn't that long of a break. I think I did a pre-record last week, and I think I've checked in here and there with the Facebook page. But look, all that's got to stop. I have to create content now moving forward. I have to just start putting out as much content as I can. The new true crime channel, what was it called? Raw Truth Investigations. I've literally have had a video sitting right here to be edited for over a month since I started that channel, and I just haven't been able to complete it. Just from like some kind of creative block. And so it's just been really, really like overwhelming for me and everything. And I still need to be a good father to Hazley, and I don't want to be I don't want her to see that I'm frustrated and sad and depressed, and so I have to put on a good face there. And I had to, I lost my truck, and So we've been having to use one car, and like, look, some people don't have a car. I'm totally grateful for everything I have. I'm just saying a lot of things are happening at once, and it's really hard. It's really hard for me to come here every morning and to do the show. And that's just me being honest with you guys. Of why I haven't been there. I'll get, comments, or text messages, oh, I guess just fuck us, you're not going to do a show. I'm like, I just can't right now, Oh, and I quit vaping, right? And guess what I picked up? Yeah, that's right. I'm smoking a pack a day. Like, I literally went from quit smoking to smoking a pack a day that my wife DoorDashes the money for. So it's crazy. It's crazy. So anyway, yeah, that's where I'm at. But I'm okay today. I'm okay. It's go time. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of pre-recorded content coming out for me, and then I'll check in the mornings with you guys, and we'll do some recovery shows and some other things. And Lynn and I are putting together, mostly Lynn we're putting together like a music thing on the Facebook group. In the Facebook group, where we're going to be like sharing music and doing things like that. She can explain it better than I can. So I've been trying to be present with her a little bit for that. She made this amazing like logo, wallpaper for it. It's really cool. I'll share that tomorrow. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It gets really, I just get really discouraged because I really felt like the show, in the beginning, even though I'd lost a bunch of people because of the Reese and Tommy thing, but a lot of those people I gained from that, but then lost a bunch when when Reese became an absolute psycho, and I lost a lot of followers there, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't need her subscribers and viewers. I don't want them. It's just not a good situation. So, but I felt like the show had some good momentum, and then I wasn't able to be consistent, and it just kind of got broken up, and I just really want to bring the show back. You guys can tell that I did move some stuff around in the back. I moved these desks forward, and so I put up a TV that I had in storage. It's an old TV that I had in storage that only works just to display like graphics. So I had to put a bigger TV back there, or else the other one would have looked that small back there. That's 65 inches, but see, it doesn't even look that big on camera. So move some stuff around. I took down this workstation that was my stand-up one because my back hurt so bad. I felt like standing up would be better, but it wasn't better. So yeah, so it's just been a lot. I mean, are we good tonight? Today the 9th. Yes, I'll say we are good tonight. Yep. It's at 6:00, right? My Other's Keeper. I'm going to be on My Other's Keeper channel tonight. I think it's at 6. She'll provide the information. And she can leave a link. I'm going to make her a mod right now so she can leave a link. Uno momento. Okay, every time I open up a YouTube browser, it's either Charlie Kirk stuff or Karen Read stuff. But where's my show? That's what I really want to know. Hold on, guys. Let me just get to my show. There it is. Where's my other's keeper? As moderator. Okay, Kim. Kim, you can leave a link to the show if you want. In the chat. Yes, 6 o'clock. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can leave a link to the if that changes, Kim, I will get a hold of you, and I will leave a post-it note in every room of the house just so I don't forget. See, why does everything look so bright? I literally have my big square lights turned off right now. There's no way that that little thing is putting off that much light on my face. Oh, I guess it was. It was literally a little window that was open on this screen was lighting up my face that bright. That's super crazy. So let's check in with you guys. Let's see how you guys are doing. Let me do a roll call. I'm gonna start at the top. Whoa, the top is really far away. I'm gonna start at the bottom. Good morning, my other keeper. Good to see you, Danette. Thank you so much for calling me and letting me know I was muted. Just by you calling me, even though that you hung up on me, I knew there was something wrong. Because why else would you be calling me during a show? So thank you so much. Shell Dub's in the house. How you doing today? Danette. Elizabeth S. Good morning to you. I'm so glad you're here. She's been trying to find out what happened to Charlie Kirk. Yes, Candace is amazing. And everything that she's been saying and the receipts and they've been getting validated by others, by TPUSA. There's a lot going on. And now because she got a big lift up yesterday by the evidence that she's been providing have been bearing fruit, coming to fruition. Now all over X, there's people showing these other texts trying to say, no, look, Charlie thought she was crazy, and none of it's real. None of it's real. And I'm going to do a pre-recorded show today, so that'll be out this afternoon about Candace. So really looking forward to that. Tan Louise, good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for being here. Wyoming native, long time no see. So good to see you. Just is creating so much drama in that space. Do you really think so, Wyoming native? And I'm asking sincerely. Wyoming native says just creating so much drama in that space. Do you really think so? I am interested because I'm watching her. Like I was watching her just before going live, and like she's like separating herself from Turtleboy, and like yeah, she's not trying to make amends with Nurse Kim, which doesn't make sense. So yeah, that to me shows that she's not. But she says there's stuff that she can't talk about. That will eventually light will be shined on that eventually. That in itself seems a little dramatic to me. Good luck with that, Jess. But she has a pretty big, she has a history. I guess she worked on the Howie Carr show, but now she said she doesn't like Howie Carr. I don't get it. So I agree with you. If I had to choose right now between Nurse Kim and Jess Machado, it'd be Nurse Kim all day. But I want them both to be friends. But if I had to pick a side, it would be Nurse Kim. Absolutely. First of all, I've followed her longer. Jess Machado to me just came out of nowhere, and then but she's been around, and that was explained to me. But Nurse Kim is just yeah, I just love Nurse Kim. But and a lot of people do. I didn't appreciate JFK talking shit about Nurse Kim. I think still, and so like but I don't know. Maybe I know they tried to have like a live and explain each other, but then you always have that dude James Jackson talking shit, and he thinks he's cool because him and Karen Read are friends. I don't know. It's just a weird thing that's happening in there. And you know what? You know whose name doesn't get hashtagged, and you know whose name doesn't get mentioned for entire 5-6 hour streams? John O'Keefe. Imagine that. Imagine that for a second. While you're up, good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching me speak with no volume for so long. Phoebe B, good to see you. Thank you so much. I know I wasn't looking at the chat. Not until after I do my little beginning, do I look at the chat, and I knew I wasn't muted, so I felt confident that I didn't need to look at the chat, and I wasn't muted anywhere except for in the background of the browser, because the mic was live for so long, it shuts it off on its own. It's a security privacy thing. I get it. Thank you. Hey, Thompson, how you doing today? Good to see you. Of course, Danette McLeod, and then Jen Marie. Thank you so much. It's good to see you, Jen. Muted. Dorkweed. Dick face. Link in the Golden. There is no sound, I know, and I'm so sorry, but thank you for everyone for trying to let me know how much I really suck by talking that long with no sound. Design Box Media, thank you so much for participating in the outcry of me being muted. And then, of course, everyone else. Rosanna, Dana, good to see you. Real Tea with Krista Marie. Hey, Real Tea with Krista Marie, I want to do a show with you, so just let me know. And I would love to talk about what your comments were on there. I'm down to do it anytime. It could be whenever. So Ned and Coco Shop, good to see you. It's been so long. Good morning. Grateful 11, good to see you. So glad you're here. I was muted for a very long time. Nobody go back to the to the beginning of the show. So that's just where I wanted to talk about a little bit was the Karen Read stuff. All the Candace and Charlie Kirk stuff that'll be coming later on today. Just make sure you have your notifications turned on. And you'll see some really, really good things. I have a lot of really cool things that I want to show you, that I want to explore a little bit. I don't understand why Jess Machado is having a meltdown right here. Let's watch that together. Why not? Let me just get this shared. Hold on, guys. This is literally just content filler right now. We're just she looks very frustrated.
For this call, bestie. I appreciate you. Bye. I had a lot of people calling in during that. I guess even if you put on Do Not Disturb, it still shows up. So just give it a minute and let it go. That was very nice. Thank you.
Monitor
You can call back again. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know how.
There we go.
Just no call-ins, please. Why? I want a bad one. I want a bad one. That was a good call, though. Thank you for that. Thank you for calling Buddy After Dark. This is Jessica. How can I help you?
Oh, she's doing her live.
JFK tried to call. Tell him to call back.
And now I'm super echoed.
I used to get terrible calls when I was on the radio. It was great.
Hold on, guys.
What do you mean? The free Karen Read community finally settled down? I don't know. My phone was blowing up last night about Kim's stream. So
hold on, guys. I'm just trying to get this figured out.
I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Check.
You have to change your call to no call waiting. I'll keep the line clear for JFK. What's the word he says, Aaron? Goddamn. Yeah.
I have a super.
Oh, like a phone call just came in. I put it on Do Not Disturb, and it just. Okay, I've got to. All right. Here we go.
I know how to fix this.
Oh, it hung up. Call back. This is. Dude, I shouldn't be doing this. I do know how to use the phone, but when it goes on Do Not Disturb, it's just like.
1, 2. Am I echoing really, really loud, guys?
Go ahead. How do I? His name doesn't come up on here. How do I know who it is?
Well, I'm just going to turn that down a little. There we go. That's a little better for me.
I know. Oh my God. Why are now it's private numbers? Okay, here we
got it. The video's echoing really bad.
All right. Hi. Thanks for calling Bunny After Dark. This is Jessica. How can I help you?
Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
Heather.
Hi, Heather.
I'm not AFP. But the whole thing is, I think that you have the same problem I have. Basically, when I see people saying and doing really foolish things that I wouldn't say or do, it's very difficult for me to wrap my head around their behavior or their statements. So I'm a truth teller, and I kind of go crazy because I need people to know the truth that I know. And so then you get yourself in trouble because you're out there saying all the things you know, and nobody wants to own it. So
Right.
you end up in a weird position.
Right.
Because you're like, this is crazy, everybody's talking nuts, and nobody's telling the truth.
Well, I think, yes, I agree. I'm fine being on this. Wait, here, everyone's telling me to move it. I can be on this hill, like I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Let's watch this a little bit.
I was getting the feeling Aiden wasn't. You know what I mean? That's my take.
No, I'm getting that after watching the show, but I think
I want to see if JFK gets through. I want to hear what they say to each other.
We ride at dawn the minute that somebody does something or says something wrong, and he's not fighting that way for himself.
I think on any given day he has a reason to go backtrack or to pull back on something.
Conversation. That's it.
I
already
can't keep
said
up with it.
wasn't going to, and I know I'm
I
going
think
back
this
to
is
what I said.
JFK calling.
That's why I'm not
Stand by,
showing
okay?
every single video
Bye.
and everything, but I really do want to hear this conversation.
Hi, thanks for calling Bunny After Dark. This is Jessica. How can I help you?
Bunny, what's up, Jessica? This is the Southie dude, but I'm not from Southie.
Oh.
Okay, what up?
Hi, how are you?
Okay, right after this, I will turn this off.
I'm great, thank you. I want to make sure everybody can hear. Go ahead.
Okay. How you doing tonight?
I am so great. What can I help you with?
Oh, just enjoying the show, enjoying the YouTube presentation, that's all.
Don't be facetious.
No, I just wanted to apologize. I'll say it again. When I said that, I was just sitting with the boys on the porch when we were doing that DDH thing. Just wanted to be clear. I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't know that LGL and Claire was going to pop on the show, and we started talking, and I decided
Okay, the echo's annoying. Let's leave it there. Okay.
I didn't know you were going to take it like that, so I apologize again.
I don't know what's going on. But look, I get it. I'm the one who said, let's leave the drama there. I decided that I wasn't going to do an entire show and show all that stuff there, but I was very interested in what JFK, if he was going to apologize or not. And that's what I wanted to hear. That's not me bringing the drama to my channel. If I was bringing that drama to this channel, we'd be watching clips for the next 2 hours. It's what I was talking about, but I wanted to let you guys know that. Look, I'm not going to Sam-splain that. I wanted to hear that phone call, and that's what we did. I'm sorry that there was an echo, for real, and I don't know why. Like, I hear an echo on right now. So, anyways, I guess that's it. You guys have an amazing day. I will.
The sun was shining, the sky open wide. Your words still fly like flags through our town, our guide. Stand up for truth, you called us to do. And after the bars, we are Charlie, raising red, white, and blue.
What's your name?
None of your business, unfortunately, but...
Okay, hello, nice to meet you, none of your business.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So do you love America?
Yes, I do.
I hate America. Every state in the USA should be an independent country. What do you think of this?
Well, I just first have to ask, since you hate the country, do you plan to leave?
What do you mean by that?
Do you plan to go live in another country?
No, I do not.
Let me tell you something.
Your face is an idiot.
America is the only country where even those who hate it refuse to leave. That's how you know you live in a great country.
Can you prove that? Well, thank you. May I have a hat?
No. So let me ask you, none of your business. Who do you plan to vote for?
I plan to vote for Kamala Harris.
Why?
I mean, you answered my question, so I'm done here. Like, there are people waiting.
Can you tell me her greatest accomplishment?
No, I can't.
Can you tell me a single accomplishment?
I cannot. I want to leave. Like.
With stripes on our shoulders and stars in our sights. So we'll rise hand in hand for the good of this land. We'll carry Charlie's flame. Let the flag still wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Through sorrow and toil, our voices ring true. We'll stand for the stars and the red, white, and blue. We'll carry Charlie's flame. Let the flag still wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Through sorrow and trial, our voices ring true. And after the bars, we are Charlie, blazing red, white, and blue. We are Charlie, you're Charlie, I am Charlie, a reborn man.